What's
up,
up, Duckies?
We are back. We're back.
Duckies?
We're
We
back.
are so back. And we have such a great show for you. I know
We
Manny's been
do.
looking forward to this, okay?
Yes, today's show will get you hungry and wanting some action.
No, that was weird. I don't like
No?
how you did that.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
and now we can't edit it
I
out
did.
because
Yeah, we can't edit
we
that
don't
out.
edit.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're listening to, you are listening to Bubble Bath Stories, your favorite podcast. I am Nikki Trent.
I'm Manny Oso.
Okay, so we do have a special guest. Okay, as you see, I'm holding a Harry Potter wand. And before you freaks start geeking out, like, oh my God, is Daniel Radcliffe on your show? That would be crazy, you fools.
Because, I think he would do it.
I think he would do it too. We got something even better.
Way better.
But I can't even tell you about it. I came up with a spell. Okay?
For those of you who are only listening, she is holding this wand.
Right, I forget that. So, okay, yes, I'm holding a very special Harry Potter wand, and it has magical powers. Okay, I'm gonna say a spell.
Okay.
And someone from the magical world of Harry Potter's Wizards of Baking, okay, is going to appear on our screen.
Okay, do it.
If you don't believe me, watch. You ready? Okay. Introductionist guest is here. Okay.
But I was still on mute. Okay.
Special guest introducer. The spell isn't perfect, guys.
We're still working on it. We're still working
on it.
But magic is real.
It's real. Special guest, please introduce yourself.
Hi. Okay. My name is Marj Santaromana. I go by marj.jpg online. I, for some reason, also have a magical wand. Yeah, I'm an artist, a cake decorator. Was recently on Food Network and more.
Hooray.
So what's great here is, as all you Duckies know out there, Manny is a wrestling freak.
Huge wrestling freak.
I mean,
I'm not the hugest wrestling freak, but
it's debatable.
I'm gonna sit there and talk for hours.
He actually showed me your page because of a cake. What was it? Tell us more about how you did it.
Okay, so I was scrolling around, and what actually brought it up was the algorithm after John Cena was really getting into the whole farewell tour and everything. Yeah. And everything that was merch from fans was just coming up. And then out of nowhere, I see this spinning cake, a spinning belt cake. And I just had to keep looking at the rest of the cakes after that. Yeah, I immediately hit follow.
Yeah, I go a little hard when it comes to cakes.
The cakes you have, definitely super impressive. When I saw that one though, I thought it was just the belt, and I was like, oh cool, another belt. But we've seen Is It Cake?
Yes.
So I was definitely like, what is this like? What is it? What is this? super interested right after that. Great creative cake work that you do right there. Definitely wanted to know, number one, how do you even approach something like that?
So I've been doing this for a very long time. Like I'm known for wrestling art, honestly, on Instagram, like for the most part. But my real 9-to-5 job was cake decorating. So I've been doing this for like 16 years. I got into it because I would watch like cake decorating, cake competition shows a lot. And I just got really into it because I've been an artist like my whole life. So I figured like, oh, I could do this. And it was kind of niche at the time. Like there weren't that many like cake artists. This was what 2010. 2010.
Yeah.
So, so I was like, oh, this is unique. I want to go into this. And I started doing stuff at home for like friends and family. And I ended up going to pastry school.
Oh, wow.
It took on a life from there.
What has been the most impressive cake? Like, I'm talking about like a project that you've done that you've taken a step back and gone, I can't believe that's my work.
I mean,
I am her.
There's a few, but my pride and joy was probably like a non-realistic cake, but this is a little earlier on, maybe like a decade ago, that I actually got the chance to make the Raw Monday Night Raw 25th anniversary
I
cake.
saw that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Officially for them, right?
I'm sorry.
That was like officially for WWE, right?
Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't like I got credit for it. Unfortunately, it was through my old job. When I lived in New York, we were located in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
So whenever they did Barclays events, like we usually did like a cake for them also.
Cool.
So 25th anniversary, like part of it was at Barclays, and so we made a cake for them, and nobody else at my job knew anything about wrestling. So my boss was like, "All right, that's all you," and I was like, "Absolutely."
Bro,
So that was
I hate when that happens, when you're the only person in the group who knows wrestling and you're like, what do you guys mean? What, I gotta go home? It's the Royal Rumble.
In this case, it worked out because I was like, I don't want anybody helping me with this.
Yeah, right.
I didn't usually get an opportunity there to like design my cakes like from start to finish.
Yeah.
So like nobody had any part in that. It was just me, you know. So I like designed it all.
What was that experience like for you to be there in this? Like, I'm guessing you were backstage. I'm guessing the other wrestlers were there. Were you fangirl? Like, did you have to have composure?
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, like I did have to deliver it, which was great. So we did go backstage. I saw a few people back there and I was just like, oh my God. At the time, like I was kind of like, I froze up when I ran into wrestlers. Now I'm like much better about it. But I didn't know what to do. Like I couldn't say a word. I was freaking out.
The cakes you made really have had you rub shoulders with a lot of different people too, right? Like I saw you're officially Mick Foley's cake person.
Yeah, he calls me his official baker, and he calls me the Van Gogh of cookie dough.
Wow.
Because he
he
orders gingerbread cookies from me. Sorry?
That is a dope nickname, by the way. Just saying.
Of cookie dough.
Yeah.
And it's like a double whammy since he lost his ear, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a double entendre.
Those cookies are so cute. I've seen them online. Like you do little cut. They almost look like the wrestler ones they used to stretch.
Yeah.
Because they're short. But they're so cute. I was like, I wonder
Stretch Armstrongs.
if they eat them or they're just like, oh, they're just so cute.
Yeah, I feel like people don't actually like to eat them, so they actually started ordering like clay versions of them from me. Like Mick did that because he wanted to hang some on his tree and all that stuff. Yeah, I made like inedible versions of them.
That is cool.
That is cute.
He's big on Christmas, you know, so he orders gingerbread cookies for me every year.
I love that.
It's awesome. Have there been other really memorable personalities you've met just from baking alone?
Yeah, because I after I started making those for Mick, I would go to events and I'd just make like a bunch for either wrestlers that I knew were going to be there, or I'd make extra that I could hand out. So I do a lot of conventions where I table, and I do WrestleCade, and I've done WrestleCon. And so I make sure to bake cookies, and then I can kind of like rub elbows with everybody. I'm like, hey, I bake cookies. You want some? And it gives me the opportunity to meet a lot of wrestlers and take pictures and get their autograph.
Yeah.
And I use that to my advantage.
Of course, because what's the saying? The way to the heart is through the stomach.
Through the stomach, yeah. To anyone's heart. A man, woman, anyone. Have you met your favorite wrestler doing this though?
No. I mean, Mick, I would say Mick is one of my favorite wrestlers for sure. But my favorite of all time is Chris Jericho. I know he's got like a bad rap once in a while, but besides meeting him when I was 10, that I haven't met him since then. Definitely not through pastries. Unfortunately. One day
we're gonna put it out there.
You think he's making that return at Royal Rumble?
I mean, I honestly haven't heard that rumor, but I could see it.
That's what they're saying.
He don't quit.
He doesn't quit, yeah.
I think he should, but he doesn't.
I'm not a wrestling fan, everybody, but I get into it. I gotta say, like being at the shows, I'm into it. chants, songs, I'm into it. But like watching it, I can't. For some reason, I don't know if it's the commentary or like the smack talking. I just like cannot get into it. I get really upset too, especially if somebody I feel like won who shouldn't have won. Like who's that blonde chick that dates Dominic Dawn Dirty Dawn?
Oh, Liv.
Liv Morgan.
I don't really like. I'm sure she's a lovely gal. I don't really like her attitude, right? Like,
So that
That's
means
the
she's doing it
point.
right.
yeah,
So that means
I
she's
know,
doing
but,
it
like,
right.
I don't really like her attitude.
Mission accomplished.
I don't like. I'm like, who the hell does she think she is? I do get into it. I do get into it, but I gotta say, going live is like the best thing. So I definitely recommend to anyone out there if, like me, you are a supportive wrestling spouse.
What's the last live event you went to?
I think probably AEW. I've
AEW?
gone to Dynamite recently because like WWE doesn't come around where I live now. I moved to Virginia a while ago, and they closed down like the main arena in Richmond, which I went there for Raw back in
Yeah.
the day. And they've never come back since because there's just not a big enough venue, unfortunately. But
And it
yeah,
feels
there's
happening.
AEW comes through like in other parts of Virginia once in a while, so I like to make the trip. And I've gone to an indie promotion that they actually like just started here in Richmond, which is great because yeah, not many people come through here, so there's not that much wrestling, unfortunately. But like over a year ago, they started this promotion called RVA Pro in Richmond, and it's great. It's
That's
like they have shows like every couple months, and it's amazing. And they got really good names in there too. You'd be surprised.
She got us tickets to TNA Slammiversary, and
Oh,
I was sitting right in front of the seat where Mike Santana fell, and I was like, "Oh my god, somebody help him up!"
And then he
that's
lost,
amazing.
right?
Yeah, she went. Yeah, he
And I was
lost.
like sad for him
She
because I
went to
was like,
the
damn, you
to
fell
get
and you
snacks,
lost.
and they wouldn't let her back into the seats because
Oh yeah. Well, I was okay, but apparently the other people I was stuck with not okay. Like they almost got into a fight with security. I was very well entertained behind the scenes while all of that was happening. So it was a whole different experience for me for sure. Um,
The worst timing.
yeah.
where did your love of wrestling come from? Because it is always fascinating to run into a female fan. Let's be honest. It is usually a boys' club, but it's always fascinating to run into females who are super into it.
Mhm.
What got you into wrestling?
Yeah, it's crazy because, now I feel like we're so progressive when it comes to wrestling. Like, women are allowed to like it, and it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I started watching when I was a kid, and I definitely got made fun of for that because, like, girls just didn't watch wrestling.
Right.
But, I've just always been a tomboy and, like, into that kind of stuff, and I think it was, like, also a part of me, loved watching stuff that my parents didn't want me to watch. Like, I'd watch, like, Jerry Springer and South Park too and stuff. It just, like, drew me in more.
You don't
Yeah.
get it,
So
Mom.
Yeah.
so I remember flipping through the channels and, like, watching WCW and WWF, some ECW. Honestly, I don't know what drew me in. I've loved Chris Jericho since I was little. Like, he's been my favorite wrestler, like, since day one. So I have a feeling like, back in the day he looked pretty good. So I have a feeling that, like, seeing him was like just piqued
Yes.
my interest.
Yeah.
So I've been watching since then. Yeah, since I was little, I loved it. I don't know, it was all about the Attitude Era. It's a little weird looking back on it now, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's got me hooked.
Would you say being a fan, like any of their stories or any of their career paths, has inspired you?
I'm trying
Like
to think.
I always think about like Batista, like
Mhm,
after he left wrestling,
Mhm.
and how he's working so hard to become like an actor, not just an actor, but like a great actor, wanting to work with like great
mhm,
directors, and how it's flourished for him. But I also think about stuff like it's corny because I think about this story about John Cena and how like the impact he's made with Make a Wish and the impact he's made with those families. And there's this specific video where he like meets some of those kids like a couple years after and stuff like that. Like I'm always like, that's inspiring. Like to whatever you think about him personally,
Yeah.
it's like, man, like he is kind of like the epitome of put in good, you're gonna get out good.
Yeah.
Have any of wrestlers' stories or even just storylines or careers ever inspired you like that?
I mean, on the topic of Batista, like, first of all, he's Filipino too, and so like, there's just so much more representation nowadays. People are like really proud of their heritage, so I really connect with that. Um, he's also such a good person. When I heard that, there was that thing with the Manny Pacquiao tattoo that he has. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
because Pacquiao said something about the LGBT and he just wasn't about it. So he wanted to take his Pacquiao tattoo off.
So yeah, I think it's just wrestlers in general using their platform the right way. Like that's definitely inspiring.
Mick Foley.
Also, yeah. Oh my god, I know. He's the best. I was like, Foley for president, 2021. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna ask something that might be controversial. Your take on Hulk Hogan's death, because I got to tell you, the interweb was not kind about it.
Oh,
Your thoughts?
Well, funny story. Well, okay, I'll get into the funny story after this. But it's tough because he ended up not being a fantastic person. I also don't think he had like that redemption story. You know what I mean? Where he didn't really learn his lesson and apologize or anything. But it's tough because it's like he definitely was one of the reasons pro wrestling blew up, and it wouldn't be the same without him. So at least I can look back on that and be like, okay, like he was a legend, he was an icon, and you can't deny that, as terrible of a person as he ended up being. And funny story is after I was on Food Network and whatnot, I got contacted for a bunch of opportunities, and one thing I've always wanted to do was make cakes for like brand collaborations, where a lot of brands will have one of their products like recreated as a cake, and then they'll like post the cake cutting video and whatnot. So Hulk Hogan's beer company actually contacted me.
Real American.
Yeah, in like November, December. And one of the representatives asked me if I could make a realistic beer cake for them, and I was so torn. I was like, I don't know.
I want to be on the right side of history.
I want that money, but I was really torn on it. I was like, I think that's a really great opportunity, despite the brand. But I was like, I feel like people are gonna, not like that and lose a few followers.
You might get clientele that you're not
that
fans.
That had been like, hey Mick, who's that person who made that cake for you? All right, I'll give you the number if you just leave me alone.
But also, how cool that the wrestlers are just like swapping your number around. Like, I got a cake lady.
Like they're talking about you.
That's kind of cool.
Was there ever a point where like it kind of hit you like, wow, people are really looking at my cakes now?
Yeah, I mean, that cake video, I don't know if you saw it. I made like a whole montage of a bunch of wrestling cakes that I've made. And that went super viral. So that was wild. I gained tons of followers after that. And that was already on top of like all the exposure I got from Food Network. And so like stuff has really blown up since then. So it's pretty wild.
Yes, I'd love to hear it.
But you also recently put something up about like your content and engagement. I thought it was kind of funny because I was like, oh yeah, I like everything. But
also because the struggle is real.
You were saying what we were all thinking. Yeah. Like, can people just like this? I wanted to ask I wanted to ask because you being on these shows and everything. Has there been something specific like to keep that's like the toughest about keeping the momentum going? Is it the content creating?
Content creating for sure, but it's also like the Instagram algorithm sucks. First of all, it really is noticeable how my engagement has gone down since I gained like 4,000 followers. And I've done my research. I know that can kind of be a thing because it's like the ratio of people that see the content on the feed like diminishes once you get new followers. So, it's hard to gauge what will show up on the algorithm and like what won't. So when I had like hundreds of followers on this account, like I got more engagement than I do now. It's kind of crazy.
It is.
So
can I
all
say,
I can do is beg people to like my content.
Right.
Me
I
too.
hate doing that. I feel so weird doing that.
No, listen, you're better than me because at some point I get snippy. I'm like, oh, so just nobody, you all saw this, but nobody voted on the poll. Okay, man, I see.
No, for
I
real.
I get aggressive, so you're way nicer about
like
it.
If I know you personally, like if we bump shoulders at work all the time, and I know you saw it, because Instagram tells you when they see it. So I'm like, bro, you couldn't like it too.
Yeah, but it's also like I don't see a lot of the content that I'm actually interested in pop up on my feed. So I know it's the same like, the other way around. So it sucks. It's like, what do I have to do to actually like, get people to see my content that usually would, or the other way around? Like, how do I get to see stuff I care about on my feed?
I'm gonna tell you how. Okay, I the way you came up on my feed, it was coming close to his birthday, and I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I was just thinking about it, and I was scrolling, and your WWE wrestling ring cake. I think it might have been part of I think it might have been part of like the montage of all that came up, and I started cracking up because I was like, what if I got him a cake like this? Then I started looking at the video. I was like, oh shit, this is like the stuff that's supposed to look like cake. Then I was like looking at all the cakes you did, and the one that I was like so blown away by was the wrestling ice cream sandwich one.
Oh, the ice cream bar. Right?
Yeah,
yeah.
I was like,
those are the best.
It's ice. It's like shaved like an ice cream.
Was it real ice cream cake too?
No, I don't do ice cream cake. I know it's like a whole nother thing.
Yeah,
like it's a different skill set.
I was just like, oh my god, look, it's supposed to be ice cream and it's cake. Then I found your website. Not only do you do cakes, but you also do pins and logos and like so much other stuff. Like your art really does translate to a bunch of different medias. When did you realize, oh, I might want to start touching all different kind of mediums instead of just sticking to one?
Well, like my whole life, I've always like messed with different mediums. It's like I just want to learn how to do everything, which like is just insane and like drives me crazy because I'm just like, I'm just so anal about everything. But so I started doing pins because it was like during the pin craze. I don't know, like was it 10 years ago? Like enamel pins like really started blowing up, and I had a friend that did them. So he like really encouraged me to make them also. His name is Young Cinco on Instagram, by the way.
Shout out.
Yeah. So he, was like, hey, you start ordering with me, it'll be great. And it really blew up from there. That's when maybe there was like 10 wrestling pin makers at the time.
Ooh.
They were pretty new niche thing. So yeah, my stuff blew up. That's kind of how I became well known on Instagram, is from the pins. And then it just, just blew up from there. Just started doing illustrations just for fun. And then people started commissioning me for like merchandise and pins and stuff like that. So yeah, that was my main thing. Like most of my followers knew me for that. Now it's kind of transitioned into cake.
It's gonna be Christmas decorations next.
Oh
yeah,
that's a good one. Yes, you heard it here first.
You got to make something for The Rock for Duanta Claus. That how he does that every year. He'll be like, "Look at these cookies; they look like me." And
what is it called?
He calls themselves Duanta Claus on Christmas. For Dwayne,
no,
Duanta.
I'm not participating in that.
Wait, is that like an official thing?
That's what he does. Yeah, like he'll dress up. He won't dress up. The most he does to dress up is he'll put on a Santa hat.
I've never heard of
his transition into his Santa version of The Rock.
Okay, we're gonna transition a bit from wrestling into cake world, okay? Because you don't just do cakes, you're part of a cake competition show, Harry Potter, Wizards of Baking. I've seen some of the episodes and the cakes are not just like cakes. They look like
scenes,
experiments. We have to talk about that. First, how did you get on the show? What was the casting process like for you?
So I've been on a couple shows before. So it's kind of like once you've been on one show, it's like your name is thrown in the hat with like casting companies and whatnot. So there's that. Obviously, I post a lot of cake videos and those gain traction. So yeah, there's those two factors, and I know people. All about connections. There is like a whole cake decorating like community. It's weird.
Wow.
Yeah, so like a lot of people know each other. So I actually got contacted a couple times through my job. My boss is not interested in doing shows, and whenever we get contacted through my job, she just is like, "I'm passing this on to Marj," because I do not care about. She doesn't care about being on television. So yeah, they get in contact with me. We do like a bunch of interviews, and yeah, this one really worked out. The interviewer that spoke to me, he was like, "Have we contacted you before?" And I was like, "No," because there was a first season,
Yeah.
And yeah, he was like, "How? You have like the perfect look for this." So I don't know. It just moved really quickly. It was like it was kind of last minute, but they were clearly interested in me, so it worked out.
Did this take place in London?
Yeah, it did. It was
nice.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, well, win or lose, I'm going to London. I'm going on like Harry Potter sets and whatnot.
You have to tell us, because when we watch competition shows, I'm always like, how do you know what to pack? Do they like prepare you for that? Like, how long are you going to be in London? I might be in London for a day, or like, what is that process like
to prepare for that show?
To prepare for an elimination kind of show like that.
Yeah, it's tough because you don't know how long you're going to be there. Like, it's like, I don't know if there's any like, I don't know, predetermined storyline like wrestling. Maybe probably to an extent, but
that's for our conspiracy theory show.
Yeah, won't go too much into that, but yeah, you don't know from the start how long you're going to be there. So they just told us like the maximum time that you can be there, and so I packed for that amount of time. I don't know if I'm supposed to say how long it.
Yeah.
But all I did was pack for the maximum amount of time I would be there. And did you guys watch the show?
I saw up to half of it, so I didn't.
Okay, you saw my episode.
Yes, I did see your episode. That's why I was like, they're like scenes that you guys are making. They're not cakes.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously, I didn't make it the whole way, and I packed too much. But what are you gonna do? I got to stay. I still stayed in London for a while afterwards.
Exactly,
so.
Silver lining.
Are you? You don't have to give away trade secrets, but are you open to doing more shows? Like, because the host was also the host of
Next Level
Chef, the baking version. Would you do Next Level Chef?
Are you talking about the chef judges or the Weasley twins?
No,
the chef judge.
The chef judges.
Oh wait, Carla Hall.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She's on a bunch of shows.
Oh yeah. Booked and busy.
Would you do Next Level? Next Level Baker?
No, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I am a cake decorator, but not really a baker. So
You didn't.
I can. I had to do it for Wizards of Baking. I had to bake.
Yeah, she's like,
It's
I
not my
can bake,
strong.
but
I can follow
like
the
it's a
recipe.
team thing.
Yeah, you're like, please don't
Yeah.
give me a time limit, and please don't ask me to like elevate the flavor to like something Michelin star ridiculousness.
You know,
Well, that's too bad because we had to do exactly that. But it's not my strong suit.
the decorating part is like the pristine part though, because like yeah, the cake is good. It came from a professional baker. It's a good cake, but if it doesn't look nice,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, we have to do a little bit of everything on per team. It's like each team was made up of a pastry chef and a cake decorator. So I was the cake decorator, and then my
Nice.
partner was more seasoned in baking and all that. But we did have to contribute both to the art and the taste. But I'm not fantastic at baking in the sense that like I'm very rusty. I haven't like done it that much, so it takes me a longer time to do it than most people. I've always focused on like the cake decorating part at my last 2 jobs.
Yeah.
I was the lead cake decorator.
Gotcha.
So because I was, specifically assigned to like decorating, I didn't really have time to do anything else. So that was always like my focus in my jobs.
Do you miss the baking part? You're like, I love decorating it. I love designing
yeah.
it. Don't ask me to bake now.
Hate baking. I don't understand people that like love the chemistry of it and all.
I don't get it either.
I kind of like it. But
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this.
Move. Mm-mm.
The decorating part then, is there like something that you're like, it's in my head, I got to make this one day, like a Mount Everest design that you thought of?
Yeah, so this is actually something I ran by Matt Cardona when I saw him last. I met him and like we've crossed paths online and stuff. So just putting this out in the ether in case anybody sees this. My dream as of now is to make a cake that looks like a deathmatch weapon to be used in a deathmatch.
Oh,
Nobody knows it's cake, but they pick it up and bash it over somebody's head, and then like cake flies everywhere.
What would you make?
like a
I
cake
would-
chair?
A what?
Like a cake chair or a cake table?
I mean, that might be a little crazy.
Dude, like I'm over here immediately thinking of everything, just thinking like that could be a cake.
Yeah, like I don't know about a bat. Like
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and play the storyteller now.
Okay.
What it is it's a death match,
Okay.
right? They're fighting back and forth the whole night. Though the announcers, for some reason, they won't sit down. They've just been standing the whole time. All of a sudden, you
Oh my
think it's
God.
the Spanish announce table. It was a cake the whole time, the whole night.
Like someone jumps on. That's great. No,
They jump on it and they're like, it was a cake this whole time.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah, I'm down for anything. Honestly, I'd make a life-size wrestling ring cake if I could.
Like,
I just want an opportunity to like as many opportunities as I can to mix
Nice.
wrestling
Well,
and cake.
that would
Like
be
my
great.
two
Well,
passions.
putting that out there.
but what a waste of cake because their like body's been in it.
Bro, total.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's always like I feel like there's always a waste of cake, like for these shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know who would probably be into that, because she keeps saying that she wants to bring back like Attitude Era cat fight kind of style fights. Chelsea
Yeah.
Green, she wants it to be more like girl fights, not like girls wrestling, and so she would probably be down to like.
Well, I've already put it in Matt Cardona's head, so
Okay,
he
'cause I can
obviously
just see her
can
being
relay
like,
the information.
who would do
Yeah.
this to me?
Oh, I love her. She's so funny.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Oh my god! We're putting all the vibes out there because
Yeah.
now I'm
Right.
interested and now I want to see what
Yeah,
that
we
would
gotta
look like and
do one of these.
yeah. Oh yes,
Do
we're
it.
gonna put it into the universe. Death matches, cakes. Oh my god, I can't get the picture out of my
Yeah,
head
like
with
I'm
the table.
already thinking,
Like
That's happening. It's happening.
Yeah,
I know somebody has to hear this.
yes.
No, it's gonna happen. I'm projecting it for you in the universe.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Your next question.
Oh yeah. I did want to ask, as far as like all the work you do, it's got to be super overwhelming at times. What is it as far as like career and creativity wise that keeps you going when like it's, for lack of a better phrase, too hot in the kitchen?
Well, to be honest, right now I am unemployed. I keep talking about my job as if it's like present tense, but it actually closed down in November. So yeah, right now I'm unemployed, but I'm kind of like having fun with it and using the opportunity to make all these cake videos. So that's why I've like busted out like a few cake videos in the last couple months, is because I have all this free time. And so it's honestly like it's been a little like, I don't know. It was really good timing, I would say. Like with my job closing down, like there was all the requests after the show came out.
Yeah.
And I've been like using this time to like practice like all these cake methods that I haven't tried before, making new content, getting all this stuff done that I didn't have time for before. So just taking advantage of this before I 100% have to get a job.
No,
That's
listen.
great. That's
this
amazing.
time is going to be so great because you're going to plan out this deathmatch weapon cake. I really feel like I can already see the clip in my head.
Yeah.
Of the person
honestly,
being confused. Like, what the fuck just happened?
I think the crowd would go wild.
Definitely.
I mean, it would be by far Listen, I got to ask you though. Is this cake, have you seen it on Netflix?
Of course. I have actually they've contacted me before. It's not
okay. Well, obviously, you already knew what my question was.
It hasn't happened, but I would be open to doing it if the timing was right and the stars aligned and whatnot.
Do you know any of the bakers that have been on that show?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my friend Miko. Do you remember him? He was the Filipino guy. He was he came in second.
Oh
yeah, I think I remember him.
Oh,
the
that's
Mona
crazy.
Lisa. He painted the Mona Lisa. Yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. We did a show back in the day. It wasn't a competition. It was more like a behind the scenes. It was like Is It Cake before it was Is It Cake.
Yeah.
But it didn't go very far because it was made for Quibi, and Quibi tanked because of like COVID. So yeah, it got picked up by Roku, but it didn't go very far, unfortunately. But it was really cool, so I wish it had gotten more exposure.
That just made room for Is It Cake, and then that's how we're gonna get this deathmatch weapon. I'm committed to, by the way. So
she's gonna keep thinking about that all day.
I'm committed for sure.
I think it's so good. Like, I think it's a really good idea. Like,
that's an amazing idea. I don't think it's been done.
No, brag. Yeah. You should brag about it.
Yeah,
that's how we're gonna get it made. We're gonna brag about it.
Triple H, we got an idea for you.
It's the girl that made the Raw 25 cake. I mean,
yeah, right.
So you earlier in the show you talked about how you would sometimes be awkward when you were meeting the wrestlers, and it made me think about how I met that one wrestler. Dougie.
What was his Hacksaw name? Jim Duggan.
So I work in production. I work in production, and it was like for this Vice late night show, and he was a guest. And I don't ever do this. Like, I never ever. So I had told him about it. He was like, "Oh my God." So I asked him for a video, and we were supposed to be quiet on set, and I didn't know that he was going to do this. I thought, what's he? He's like,
he says, "Oh, yeah," but he does like,
yeah. But I thought
I don't
want to
blow your speakers, folks that are listening. Yeah, but he did it loud.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be like, do a whisper. He did it so loud that over the walkie, I hear the AD like, "I said to be quiet on set," and I was just like, "Oh my God, I'm going to get fired." I was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much," and I like ran out of there. You need to tell her about your awkward encounter. Remember when we were headed to Tampa for where were you going to? It was during Gasparilla.
Yeah.
at the airport, you saw the
Oh,
wrestler.
so my awkward encounter with Gunther, because we were at the
No, you gotta hear it.
we were at the airport, right? And this was a couple years ago for Royal Rumble. I was headed to Tampa, and we were at JFK, and I'm at the airport, and I see coming down the escalator, I see Gunther, but nobody around. This goes back to what we were talking about before. When you're the only person in the area who knows what's going on, nobody else knows that this 7-foot tall giant is like right here. So
it's like you would think if he's 7 feet tall, like he's somebody.
Like, nobody else in this airport looks like this man. So he was obviously a wrestler. But I look at him, I'm like, oh my God, babe, it's him. And she's like, huh? And she's looking at me like, why are you going all goo goo gaga? And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't know how to like shout him out, but not sound like a crazy person. I don't want to be like, Gunther at JFK.
Right.
But also, she's looking at me like, well, just do like whatever his thing is. I'm like, no, his thing looks very bad if I do that.
What, if you chop him?
No, if I like
that
in front of all these people, I'm not doing that. So I just looked at him and said, hi, Chip.
And then you're forgetting the best part of that. He slow claps.
Oh, yeah, I start clapping.
He slow claps.
Oh, my God.
And again, Gunther's paying him no mind because he has no idea what is happening.
This man has no idea someone's clapping.
But here's, as he's going down the escalator, man, he's just like on a catwalk, just clapping slowly, just excited for it. And it was the funniest shit. I mean, it really set up the weekend for a great weekend.
I felt so awkward.
It's like in that moment, you just like forget how to function.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
He was like, I'm not gonna do that. And I was like, but it was just funny, the clapping, and like nobody really. He's right. Nobody was paying any mind at all about what was happening.
Do you have an awkward encounter with the wrestler story?
I'm trying to think. Like awkward. I like honestly, like before I started doing these wrestling cons, where you're like shoulder to shoulder with other wrestlers, so it like kind of it gets more normal the more cons you do. But before that, I honestly would not go up to wrestlers. Like I would see them and like I just froze and I couldn't do anything about it. And now it's kind of like I have more of a nice segue into talking to them because I do like the art and the baking and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I hand them a cookie and then it's like the ice is broken. So
yes.
Now I have good excuses to start talking.
The cookies are really cute.
I feel like most professional wrestlers to the core are just nerds who got really good at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you hear about the personal stuff there, it's like, wow, this guy is a straight up nerd.
Yeah, and all the wrestlers that have all the gear like based on cosplay and stuff.
Yeah,
it's crazy. You realize how many people are like actually into that stuff.
Especially when I love when they do anime stuff. Oh, I wanted to ask the visor you made. How did you do that?
The scouter. So that's another thing that I was like experimenting with. Now that I've got all this free time, because that the little eyepiece on the scouter was made of sugar.
Okay.
So that's not something that I'm very versed at. So it's it was definitely an experiment. I took a scouter that I have, like a toy one, and I molded the eyepiece, the plastic one, and I made like a silicone mold of it. Then I was just experimenting with the sugar and like pouring it in there. It's like boiling hot sugar, by the way. So like pouring it in there and trying to get it to look just right, and it came out pretty good. Not perfect. But
no, it looks great. I mean, I can't believe we spent all this time talking about cake and wrestling. We didn't talk about your cosplay, because your cosplay is also
on point.
I have to do everything. Like,
yeah, I mean, no, I'm telling you, I was just like, oh, she makes cakes, and then I was like, oh my god, no, she's a talented cosplayer. Oh, she does pins. Oh, I mean, you were best cosplay outfit. Your favorite?
The
Tell
Paul
us
Bear.
the favorite one.
It's got to be the Paul Bear.
love that I posted that and I was like, this is the least sexy cosplay I've ever done. And then other people were like, nah, this is probably the sexiest.
I'm literally showing her
eyebrows,
while we talk about it.
eyebrows on fleek though. That arch is archy.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
I love that. What's your favorite? I guess your favorite sexy one. We know the favorite least sexy one.
Well, I like when I make male wrestlers sexy. So like it's not like too crazy, but I love the Fiend. When I made him like a little sexy. But yeah, because I made the whole mask by myself. Because
Okay.
like I don't know if you've seen at least the old one that they had on WWE Shop was like a rubber one, like oversized, and so there was like not a good Fiend mask at the time, and he had just it was pretty recent that he debuted. So I molded that whole mask by myself out of clay, and I was pretty proud of it. So I
Nice.
love that one, especially R.I.P.
Yeah,
What else?
RIP.
I I feel like people's favorite is Asuka, which I mean I love that costume too. I love it was just a lot of detail because obviously like I sew
The
a
ones
lot
with
of
the
my
details
costumes
probably got to be
also.
the most fun, right? The ones with the details on that. Because
Yeah, like
like
the
it's
Asuka
like
one and
John
the
Cena, which
EO.
is great, but that's not like the detail that goes into being Oscar.
I know. I mean, I bought most of that costume. But yeah, the Asuka one and the EO Sky were like the hardest cosplays I've probably made because there's just so many tiny details and tassels and like EO was crazy because she's got like all these straps and stuff and I wanted the kanji on all the straps so I actually like looked up what the kanji meant and it was actually like some Japanese poem so like all the kanji on the straps is literally the kanji that she has on hers like I wanted it to be accurate and I like had to use a cry cut and iron those on and all.
Listen, let me tell you something. I've been to Comic Con and people are always like, "Oh, are you gonna dress up?" And I'm like, "No, I would never be so disrespectful to cosplayers. Like the amount of detail and commitment that I go into it. Like I'm just showing up in a spirit Halloween. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not putting the type of work into it. So I would never. But like the talent that it takes to successfully cosplay
Yeah.
and the love you have to have for it unmatched.
Yeah, because
Never.
people go on the subway like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, I really hope it doesn't get too hot.
Oh god, and it's so embarrassing going from like because being from New York, I go to New York Comic Con every year, and so like I stay with my parents in Staten Island, and then I take the ferry and then the train to New York Comic Con, and like traveling is so embarrassing. It's like especially like the farther you are from the venue, it's like the more people are confused. And then you get into Manhattan and it's like, okay, there are more people, like there are context clues as to why you're just like a fool.
But then at one point it's just like you with all full fledged like Undertaker makeup. And you're just like home, like
when I first moved to New York, I was told my first time that I felt ridiculous in the subway. I was told, don't worry, there's always somebody who looks way more ridiculous.
Yes, that is an accurate statement. Before we let you go, I have to ask a very pivotal question, especially within the wrestling community. Where were you when you found out John Cena was retiring, and where were you when he officially retired?
Oh god, this is like sounds like a 9/11 question.
I mean, in our community, it really is.
No. If you guys want to call complain about Manny, the hotline number is 347-878-1144. Floor to you.
I don't remember where I was when I found out, but when he did retire, obviously I was watching. But that week was the week that I made the spinner belt cake, so that was really fun because it was an appearance on a radio show that's local to like DC and Virginia.
Cool.
And they had me on the show like over the phone to ask me about the baking show and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I told them they're huge wrestling fans, or at least one of them is the host of the radio show. It's DC 101, and they always talk about wrestling. and play like wrestling theme songs in between the like commercials and stuff. And so I told them, I'm like, the only reason I started listening to you guys is because my friend told me that you guys talk about wrestling all the time. So that's when they were like, okay, well, John Cena's retirement week, do you want to make us a cake like themed around him? And I was like, yeah. So like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to tell you what I'm making, but I'm going to try to go ham for it. Yeah. So it was a complete surprise. Nobody knew like what cake I was making. And so I like delivered it to them. They were freaking out. And yeah, that was, that's where I was that week. And that was fun. I don't think John Cena's seen it yet. At least he hasn't said anything about it, but I would love if he did.
What was the cake? What was the cake?
Oh, the John Cena spinner bell?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I'm not a wrestling fan. Remember that. That's how
sorry.
I mean, wait. What do you mean John Cena hasn't? He's retired. Like, he's not doing nothing else.
There's
like,
got to be somebody who has shown it. There's got to be somebody who has shown it.
John Cena, what's the problem?
Maybe, but he hasn't reposted it. Like,
what is your problem, John Cena? Okay, following things we're putting into the universe. The deathmatch weapon cake. Okay. And John Cena stopped playing games. Like, why haven't you reposted this?
Yeah, just repost. Just say thank you for being great. That's all.
That's it. That's what you gotta do. It's literally a repost. Yeah, it's a repost of
5 seconds of his day, like to comment or repost, like will make someone's entire month.
Exactly. You know? What's the big deal, John Cena? You got time. You're retired.
We're manifesting so many things this episode.
Will you be watching Royal Rumble this year?
Of course.
All right. What are you hoping for a winner?
God. I don't even remember who's in it. I'm the worst.
They haven't even really announced, but it's like, I guess because they're going to Saudi Arabia, it's kind of like there's a public manifest. You can't really have surprises. Oh, I think they're not really announcing because they can't really surprise anybody. So it's probably just whoever's on Raw and SmackDown. It's like, do they even have 30 full-time wrestlers?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm trying to think. They have a women's rumble?
Yeah.
Or okay. Because I know the women have, come up a little bit over there, but I didn't know how comfortable they were.
I'm pretty surprised of how much they've evolved with what they do let the women do. It used to be just like a 5-minute match and they had to wear sweatpants the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, weren't they not allowed at all at first?
Yeah, it was like the first time they went, there were no women matches. The second time, they got like 5 minutes, but they had to be covered the entire time. Now, like they're being more lax about it. So, I mean, a whole 30 women match. That's evolving.
Yeah, and also like if you're going to Saudi Arabia, you have to kind of sacrifice some of your morals as a woman.
Yeah, coins have two sides. Yes.
Yeah. I do have a feeling, let's see, Jordan Grace will probably be in it, right? And I could see her winning. I love Sol Ruka.
Yeah.
Right now, I think she's amazing. So it would be cool to see her in it, maybe even win. Chelsea Green. I think she deserves it too. If they're going.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my God, I just had a great idea. You should make a prediction cake of who you think's gonna win Royal Rumble and then reveal it. I'm manifesting too much. I'm doing too much. I'm sorry. This one is making me feel uncontrollable.
I know. I'm trying to think about how to do it. What is it like? You cut in and then somebody pops out.
I wasn't even thinking that. That would be so fun. Like little figurines of them just pop out of the cake. That would be kind of cool. Okay, we're doing too much.
Oh, a countdown cake. A countdown cake.
How would that work?
5, 4. I don't know. You're the decorator. I'm just putting it out there.
We're doing too much.
You guys are putting too much on my plate.
We're doing too much. Marj, please tell people where they can find you and all your incredible artwork.
You can find me on Instagram at marj.jpg, spelled MARJDOTJPG. And my website is marj.jpg.com. There you can find my whole portfolio of cakes and illustrations and everything.
Awesome. And guys, obviously we'll have all that information in our show notes. And if you want to hit us up and know what we're up to, you can hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube at Bubble Bath Stories.
You can find me at Got No Time for This on Instagram.
And you can find me at Nikki Trends on Instagram. If you guys want to cop official merchandise, head over to our website, bubblebathstories.co. If you felt like Manny might have said something offensive and you want to shout it out on our hotline, you can give us a call at 347-878-1144. Thank you so much again for joining us. We are so appreciative, and we can't wait. We're manifesting a lot of things, but the most important thing is the deathmatch weapon
and success for you.
I mean, obviously all the success, but I really want that deathmatch weapon to happen. So,
and those Christmas ornaments.
Yes.
There's your next stream of
and John Cena repost it. What's up, bro? Like repost.
I know.
Yes,
That's the simplest one, I think.
Thank you again for joining us. And until next time, Duckies.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.